Hello, my people. This is your boy Hezimo. As I promised, I was to follow up with a video highlighting the main reasons why people of color are dying in large numbers. And according to Catherine Powell of CNN, she refers to the current coronavirus crisis in the United States of America as the color of COVID 19. For a simple reason, almost all states in the United States issued a stay at home order, but to the contrary, most people of color had to show up for work. So stay-at-home order is issued, but people of color are form the highest percentage of the essential workforce, and they had to go. They have to show up to work because they comprise of the workforce that is classified as an essential workforce. On the other side of the spectrum is that people without color, the white folks, so to say, are able to telework. Most of them, the kind of jobs they're doing, they can do them from home. Those kind of jobs can be automated, but the other jobs, you have to be physically there, and then the risk of getting infected. Some of the reasons why they are dying in large numbers now, in this video, we're going to list 3 of the reasons. So one of the reasons is that there are huge wealth disparities. The other reason is they are exposed to much of the air pollution, and then minimal health coverage. Most of them do not have insurance covers. Now, on wealth disparities, which actually starts from the day you are born or from the day they immigrate to the United States. Those are people of color. So you're born here, but then you're born to a family that was actually racially segregated. And that means most of those families did not control much of the capital. Much of the capital, that's to say land and other factors of production. And then you're bound to be in the class of the proletariat. So in this class of the proletariat, you're basically a hoi polloi, or the working class. So you have to show up at work. So you're showing up at work at a company that is owned by the top 1%. The bourgeois, the capital owners, those guys who control the big businesses. Well, those people who control the Dow Jones, the big 30. So you show up at their store to work there, you get the wages and use those wages there to buy food and other stuff. And if you're going to another store to buy cigarettes, guess whose store you're going to? You're just still going to the owners of Capital Store. Basically, all the money that you get, you still give them back the money, and you start the cycle of working, and that is what is happening. So that where the disparities is very, very hard to do away with. It's really hard to compress, even if it takes a long time. But with the rise, if people are able to rise their workplaces to management levels, then they can actually threaten the capital owners, because if you're a manager, then they depend on you. Maybe you're able to make an impact on the control of the capital asset that they control. Another reason, that is air pollution. A study conducted by the Union of Concerned Scientists found out that in America, Northeast and Atlantic, African Americans are exposed to 66% more air pollution than people without color, than than the white folks. In addition to the 66% more air pollution they are exposed to, they are again exposed to another 61% of air pollution from gasoline. Yeah, so that is huge air pollution. So the kind of air they are breathing is not the best air for the first reason, that is wealth disparity. Will explain that, because if you are in the category of the poor, then you live near the factory where you work, then what is the result? Or you're going to do the blue collar job. So that is the reason. The third reason is that most of the black folks do not have insurance covers. That is the minimal healthcare access or the minimal healthcare coverage. So they have to wait until somebody feels like he's almost getting overwhelmed with whatever the infection. That is when they show up at an emergency in the hospital. That is too late sometimes. But it's not because of their choices. It's because of limited resources. You have to pay when you go to an emergency. You have to basically they send you a bill, so you will try to wait, say, oh, this the way I'm feeling, it's not so bad. I'm gonna wait. Then you realize that you're dying, and very shocking news from a very reliable source. A nurse working, I don't remember the state, made a video saying us, the people who are actually dying from coronavirus, who are people of color, the symptoms that they show are different from the symptoms that the white folks experience. For instance, we are told you have a runny nose. That's not confirmed. I'm gonna confirm that later, but maybe a runny nose. So that doesn't show up in a person of color. Person of color will just feel like, oh, thing you were doing with it, and then before you go to hospital, you're just already gone. May the Lord rest their souls in eternal peace. So now, who cares? Yeah, I do care. I personally care. I fall under that category, and one of my boys passed behind me here. I don't know. I don't want him to become a rapper, so he might fall into that category. He might, associate with the Black Americans and tell me, oh, dad, I can, go one, yo, yeah, because he can speak English as his first language, but he doesn't know that I can actually rap better in Ekegusi. Eyo, yeah, Kimbo ati ndagera. So who cares? I do care, and it's our initiative to take responsibility and do what we can do to change these numbers for a better tomorrow. For a better tomorrow. Wish you all the best. This is applicable where you are. I know maybe my audience will be people of color. So remember, stay safe, wear a mask if you can, do not attend unnecessary public gatherings, and try as much as possible to eat healthy. Thank you so much, and big up. I know we'll be able to come up with more good content, and we will improve on our videos. Go get the YouTube channel and subscribe.